New this afternoon, one of the teens arrested in the shooting at Towne East in the parking lot there will be tried as an adult. That decision coming down today. He will have a first appearance March 5th. The teen is charged with multiple counts, including attempted murder in the first degree. That for that shooting outside of Shields that left 2 people critically hurt. The 2 suspects in the shooting were booked on disorderly conduct relating to a fight. That fight escalated into gunfire.